What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and welcome to another base review. This is the world's safest house by Razzleberries. Let's see. It's a nice looking base for sure. As you can see, it's surrounded by layers and layers and layers of these aren't so much traps as in they're going to get other players. They're more so traps that are going to basically get rid of mobs. The only issue I found is that right in this area right here, dangerous mobs have spawned. Granted, most of the time they come out this way and die in either the cacti or in the bushes here, these raspberry bushes. Did I just say raspberry? That's not what they are. The berry bushes. There will be, I think there's a little bit of tweaking you're going to have to do because they can't really get into the house, which is, you know, pretty easy. And these snow golems can't really fire at them because they're below them. So maybe lower these guys a little bit yourself. I mean, in truth, it's really... all you really need to do is light up this area a little bit better, and then you're fine. They will spawn out here. I've seen them even spawn inside this one, but they die just about instantly, even at night, because of all the stuff that's there. So let's go ahead and go into the base itself, or the house. I call it a base because it's pretty much set up just like a base. That's why I'm reviewing it on the my base review here. So, excuse me, kinda got a little cold. Does it have everything that a base normally has? Yes, actually it has more. You have a nice little farm to get your food going right away. And don't worry, for those of you wondering, how do we get out of this place? I will show you. They've actually got a unique way of doing that. Now, many of these storage stuff has stuff in it in this map. There's almost, for the most part, almost everything has something. Oops. This right here is actually part of the way you can get in and out. Again, I'll show you here in a little bit. Like you got tons of stuff over here. Now, I like it. It's got good startup gear. You've got armor ready to go. You even have some diamond and a diamond sword already ready to go. Only thing is, you don't have any lampists in here, but that's okay. You've already got materials and stuff to get going, so you can go out and make your own mine and get that to come back and enchant things. Really huge smelting area, as you can see, on top of a lot more. There's tons of storage throughout the whole entire house. Once again, a lot of it already having stuff in it for you to get going, like right off the bat, which is a really good setup. I like it when bases do that. Like, hey, you got storage and you got stuff already in it so that you can get going a lot sooner. These are empty, but these are set up for your own alternative storage. Next floor. I think there's 3 floors in total. This, again, big storage area. There's nothing in these, but again, it's just set up for you to use. Again, more storage, another little like decorative sitting area you're not going to use, but I think it's just there to make the place look more livable or lived in, you know, just add a little ambience to it. Next floor, this is the bedroom. There are 2 beds. I would still kind of recommend this as maybe your own personal base. I mean, friends could play in it with you, but you might have to set up other rooms within it for them. But I mean, it's kind of set up right now as more so a personal house or a personal base for somebody to use. Plus, there's only so many ways to get in and out of here, which I'm about to show you. This comes with a glider, and ender pearls. This is how you get in and out. This and the glider, and I'll show you here. Now, because we're pretty much done now with the house itself. Like I said, it's not huge, but it still covers all the basics that I look for in a good base. You've got food, you've got good storage, you've got plenty of startup supplies. In fact, you've got better startup supplies than many of the really good base maps that I've reviewed. You got more startup supplies down there. I mean, you've got a full set of diamond armor with a diamond sword right there. So that's a lot of work you don't have to do. So you can basically use this as a survival run where you just want to explore and do stuff like that, not build. This would be the perfect one because you're already set up to go out and do all that. So I couldn't find any hidden paths or anything like that, so you either have to build your own way out or you can use what they gave you. And fly out with the like that. The base is just tall enough to where you'll go over there, and then if you want to get back in, all you have to do is climb up like this side over here, and that should get you high enough to glide right back in to the base. I'm in creative, but I want to make sure that you can actually do this in survival. So instead of just flying up here, let's climb up a little higher from back here first. I like the idea of the map. I just wished it would have been like a switch or a hidden passage that you could use to get in and out. I've played a couple of those style mods. You might have to just, build something too. You can also use that to get in. Okay. I don't have time to figure out a way to climb all of it. And it's not the only spot you can climb up. As you can see, there's kind of little areas that are high up all over. And you're basically just trying to get into that area there. So it's not like you need to be crazy high. And then, like I said, you can build yourself like a scaffolding. Because there's jungle not too far. You can build a scaffolding tower or something like that. Or like I said, you can grab cobblestone and build a way to get up here easier. Either which way, then you just use that to come back in. Of course, you gotta be more careful coming back in because you've got more dangers to look out for. You've got cactus, and there we go. And you're in. See what I mean about the mobs? You see, you've got a spider in here. So you got to be careful still out here. My recommendation would be to just get some lanterns, make some of those, and then just put them on each one of these right here as you go through, and it'll light this area up and you won't have to worry about it. He's looking at her, but he's not firing at her. So let's take a look at the surrounding area. There's actually a really good mix of biomes in this one. You've got desert, you've got dark forest, you've got plains, you've got jungle, because the jungle is like not that far off, savanna, tons right over here. You've got 2 decent sized villages, so you can trade right off the back. 3 technically if you count that village, that desert village right over there. There are 2 desert temples in this desert village. One, as you can see, is really close. You got that one right there, right pretty much down the street from your base. And plenty of really nice like cliffs and hillsides all over. I really like those. Those are what I use to build like castles. It's one of my favorite things to build. So I love those high up, nice like little cliffs and hillsides to build on. But other than that, the base is really, really good. I think that I would have liked a way to get in and out without having to jump or use the ender pearls to teleport, but I can understand why they used it that way. It's just an easier way to make sure nothing can really get in. So you're pretty much safe. I kind of thought there'd be like traps you could trigger, but there's not. But it's okay. It still stands up really well as a base. You can use it for a survival run and either, like I said, build your own way in and out, or simply use the glider and use the ender pearls. The only thing is, eventually you'll have to find better ways, unless you are trying to, like, unless you go to the inn, unless you find more of the Electras, unless you find more of the ender pearls, you're going to be eventually get either stuck in or stuck out. One of the two. Unless you know, fix up what you got and make sure you always have it and you're good. But other than that, a nice little base that's worth checking out. I think it's nice. I think it's cool. It's definitely safe. Only a little bit of tweaking, only a little bit of things you need to add. Mainly you need to make your own mine, which is fine. Plenty of areas to do that outside of it. And then you might need to make your own way to get in and out. Other than that, it's a pretty cool base, and I will say yes, it's worth it. Alright guys, thanks again for joining me for this video. If you guys have any maps or mods for Minecraft you want us to check out on the channel, why don't you make sure to leave your suggestions in the comment sections down below. Also, make sure you tune in on Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be streaming. We're going to be doing that every Saturday now. So make sure you guys are there. I hope to see you there. This Saturday, we'll be playing Minecraft Dungeons. Alright guys, Average Arcader out.